War never changes.
Greetings, Vault Dwellers, Caedo Genesis here, bringing you a guide for Fallout 1. In this guide, I'll be showing you how to reach the glow and, more importantly, how to survive this irradiated crater. Now, either you discovered this place by exploring, or the Brotherhood sent you on a quest here as soon as you arrived at their bunker. Let's start with how to get into the glow safely, because this burnt out crater is everything but safe. Luckily, you only need a couple of things to enter the glow, and that would be rope to get down into the crater, and Rad-X to increase your radiation resistance. Radaway is optional, and that's for removing rads after the fact. If you do not yet have any rope, you'll find a nice and quick guide for that in the info card in the upper right or link in the description. For the doses of Rad-X, there are several places in the game where they are lootable, but probably one of the most accessible is in the hub. After traveling there, head towards Old Town, and if this is your first time visiting, you can speak to Jake the weapons dealer, ask him where you can find a water chip, then about Geiger counters, about radiation, and then about Radaway. He'll advise you to check out Vance's down the street. Vance, of course, being the local chem dealer. The reason for talking to Jake first is because, understandably, Vance doesn't like strangers. If you missed your opportunity to get directed to Vance, you can also just walk in with a decent charisma attribute or a fair barter skill. If your introduction involved killing him, you can get some Rad-X from the coolers in the Followers of the Apocalypse library in the LA Boneyard. It's just a bit more of a detour. Having the Rad-X is what's important, not where you found it. After that, you can head back out to the wastes towards the glow. If you take a moment to stop right outside once you reach it, that is a good time to use both doses of your Rad-X to increase your radiation resistance to 100, which means full immunity. When you're ready, the glow awaits. Don't be too concerned if you took the Rad-X as soon as you entered the glow. A couple of rads might do you some good. On a more serious note, it's important to know not to use the pip-boy alarm function, not using doctor or first aid to heal yourself, and ensuring you do not read books. Those will pass time, which means your Rad-X could wear off. You'll see a broken bent girder on the left side of the crater. Tie the rope onto it to climb down. You're now in the first level of the derelict facility. If you're only here to complete the Brotherhood quest, you won't need to go any further down. What the Brotherhood is looking for is the holodisc on that power armored corpse just off to your right when you enter. In order to get to them, all you need to do is loop around the giant hole in the center of this floor, maybe running into a couple traps as you do, then looting that body for the yellow passkey and the holodisc. A fun tip about the holodiscs is you can go into your inventory and actually read them by using the mini menu. This will give you a small 100 experience bonus, and you can actually bring the archive up by going into your Pip-Boy and looking in the status section. Now from here you can head back to the Brotherhood, of course, or you can delve deeper and see what kind of loot lies within. Now if your goal here is loot, what you're trying to do is reach level 5, and that requires power to be restored to the facility. The yellow passkey is for the corresponding lift on the south end of level 1. Using it on the lift will disable its electrical field. After that you can take it to the next level. Level 2 is where you'll find the red passkey on another corpse, this one a little more charred than the last. Level 2 is also where you'll first find the automated defenses that are currently shut down. You are able to attack them while they're in this state, however. Also, you are able to use the steal skill on the Robo-Brains to steal their guns. Doing so could prevent a whole lot of pain later. After recovering the red passkey, you can take the lift from level 2 to level 3 just like before. In level 3, there are a few more robots to take care of, and some lockers in the northwest corner, and the lift in which you use the red passkey due north. Now you'll notice with this lift there is no 5th level, which happens to be the level with a boatload of loot. Level 4 is where you will learn the background of this facility via its main computer. The blue passkey is on a body inside the southern room here. Take the red lift down to level 6, on the east side of which is the generator. I'm sure you've been saving up to this point, but now is a good time to save. The generator to the left of the terminal is broken, and you can repair it with a repair skill of around 50, or a repair skill of around 30 with a tool. After it is repaired, you can bring everything back online from the terminal, or go back to the Zax supercomputer on level 4, and with a proper science skill, you can access the mainframe, activate the power, and deactivate the defenses. At this point, you can take the blue lift from level 6 or level 4 to level 5. If you did not deactivate the defenses, you will have a couple of rooms of robots to fight, and these can be made trivial by blocking the doorway so only one at a time can come at you. Get past them and the loot of level 5 is yours. You'll see 9 lockers embedded in the east wall, 2 in one room, 7 in the other. 2 freestanding lockers in the labs nearby, and 1 more locker in the observation room on the western side. The loot includes a whole bunch of ammo, explosives, medical supplies, more holodisks about the facility, combat armor, and a few powerful weapons including a plasma rifle. A pretty good haul, but mind you, that's only part of it. You still have yet to travel to the Brotherhood, where you will now be an initiate upon completing this quest, much to the surprise of the guards at the bunker. There's of course more to cover when it comes to the Brotherhood, but that does it for this guide. If you found it useful and or entertaining, do whatever it is you see fit to show that. And if you want more guides like this, you know what to do. Please consider supporting the Caedo Genesis channel on Patreon, and thank you so much for watching. This is Caedo Genesis, holding out hope that you can save the vault today and the wasteland tomorrow.